Round 3.
Whoop. I tried to be quick. I don't think is this the first time we've mentioned Mortal Kombat on this episode?
Yeah.
The whole episode is supposed to be so we can review Mortal Kombat 1.
Correct.
Yep, we hadn't even talked about it.
We ain't said Mortal Kombat one time. You were talking about guts and what's going on with Casca when she was naked.
I said I had a lot to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, you had three years worth of content.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 1. I don't even know where to start here. So, a new thing that we've been doing on the show is spoiler free. This is a fighting game. There ain't really a whole bunch of spoil, so
No.
we're going to skip the spoiler free today and just get right into our review.
Why is it called Mortal Kombat 1? There's other Mortal Kombats out.
I think it was time for them to rebrand, kind of start over.
Okay.
They wrote it into the story on how they kind of fixed everything and how they were able to start back over, because there's a whole lot of time change and time stuff going on
In the last two.
so it's just like, oh, we're just gonna start over, so yeah,
What?
Liu Kang is the god of fire.
okay, that's where you want to start. Okay,
He is the god of fire. And you also have a god of lightning.
but he's not a god on here,
No, he's not.
so spoiler, I guess we
Spoiler alert.
spoiling stuff already. I don't.
Well, I can say this.
Okay, how about you start?
Yes.
because I have too much.
History.
I've been playing this game since it came out, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Now I stopped, and this is the first Mortal Kombat I've played since in 2000.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, first Mortal Kombat I've played probably since 2000. So I'm gonna let you.
All right, I got no skin in the game here. I
maybe
don't care
99.
either way.
Yeah.
I will just tell you this. I mean, of course, I've heard of Mortal Kombat. I think, did we watch a movie? Was that movie we watched?
Yeah,
Okay.
we watched a movie, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
We talked about it really bad.
Yeah. So, but I will say this about the game, that I really like the graphics. I thought it was really pretty.
Okay.
What do you remember what it was called? What we started on, the story mode? That's what I started on.
Yeah, we started the story.
Okay. So one thing, I didn't really like the mouth, but I know the mouth is always challenging in these games. But I really liked the graphics. I thought the background was really pretty. I liked the bar, whatever. I liked all of that. And I really thought it was cool how they would be like in the middle of the story, and then they transition so seamlessly into the fighting.
Mhm.
Usually it's much more obvious that it is like a switch.
Mhm.
They did that really well.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed the story, because to me, watching just yes, back in the day when I used to play Street Fighter, yes, I could just do the arcade mode over and over and over and over again. Now that I'm older, I get bored with that very easily. So I like the story mode. I liked when you went into the house.
I went somewhere.
Yeah, that guy, I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden. The actor guy.
Oh, Johnny Cage.
Indiana Jones, basically.
Uh-huh.
I liked that what you were doing, where you had to earn stuff to go in the different directions.
Yeah.
And again, I liked all of the graphics of that house even.
Okay.
So that's really all I can offer. I like the story, I like the graphics, and I like kind of all the different options they had that you could do.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I like the graphics overall. There's some problem with some character movements sometimes, so it was just kind of weird that sometimes people move funny and sometimes,
Yes,
most of the time they was fine, and sometimes the characters didn't have much detail on their face and their skin, so they kind of all look like Barbie dolls or something, or some kind of little action figure, But generally speaking, this has good graphics.
yeah.
What you think about the graphics?
The graphics were nice. And like you said, the fluidity.
Yes.
The fluidity was really, even like some of the moves, you could tell how fluid they were. Now, the combo setup, I won't say was anything near perfect.
It was bad.
As far as the fighting, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess with most fighting games, now it gave you like a 5 hit and how much damage, or 6 hit and how much damage you did. But as far as how fluid the fighting was, at times it got kind of clunky.
It was real clunky. It's just a situation where it's real basic.
Yeah.
This is a real basic fighting game as far as the fighting and the mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
It's super basic.
It seemed like it was fast. It seemed like you were getting through those fights really fast. Is that what you mean?
No, I feel like for the amount of buttons I had to press, that people should have been dead a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
It's not like, so if we rank these in between two of the other major fighting games, and there are probably about 6, but Street Fighter and Tekken. Tekken is really meticulous about the fighting style and the combos and how many combos you can do together, how many you can bridge together. I never felt like you could bridge anything. And one of the reasons why, you push the wrong button one time, your combo's messed up.
Yeah, and so a lot of the longer combos that you have on this game just consist of basic punches and basic kicks.
Correct.
It's not like that on other fighting games.
No.
So that's not necessarily how you do, like other fighting games. You might do a move or two, maybe pop somebody up in the air, get them before they hit the ground, and do another combo before they hit the ground. Another combination of buttons to do another combo before they hit the ground. And then before they hit the ground again, maybe hit them with a special, which gets even more damage done, right? The combos just consisted of you hitting strong punch, weak punch, strong punch, weak punch, low kick, high kick.
And the layout of the buttons isn't great. So here's one of the other things I didn't like. The way they laid your block, I didn't like the block. The way that, so block is R1, R2, and when you're blocking R2, if you just R2, they can still kick your legs, can still kick your mid. You have to be able to kind of know where you need to go in order to block.
So me, the way this game is set up, you kind of have to block at a certain point. Like you have to start blocking in this game.
Yeah.
Me, I'm not a blocker. In most fighting games, you're not gonna see me block a whole lot. So I don't even, the fact that this game relies heavily on blocking. Once you get into the more advanced fights, I don't really like that so much.
So you are an offensive fighter. So if any kind of defense deters you from
my offense is my defense.
It can be.
Yeah.
Unless there's somebody else like we witnessed today I
don't even count that as offense.
In the cheese mode. in the cheese and you know it's that in online play or even in arena style, it's always been there. There's always a way to or a character who can kind of cheese you or get you in a.
Well, I think what this particular person was doing, anybody could have done. Any character could have done. Maybe not the long one from across the screen, but get you in a corner and keep doing the same move over and over. It didn't really matter what character he had. So I fought online earlier when Terrence first got here.
Yeah.
And when it was just regular fighting, I was beating this dude's ass. It wasn't really close, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he just gets me in the corner and just start spamming the same move over and 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 over.
Because it was a fast enough kick to where even
when I blocked it.
Yeah, and even if he got to move out, if he missed, it was over.
Yeah. So even if I blocked the move, this one move he was doing, I didn't have enough time to even do another move.
Because I think you tried to do the Raiden's lightning, and then it missed. And then it was corner, corner.
So online was that's just gonna be a no for me. That's a no for me, dog.
And this wasn't even the ranked matches.
No, this was a casual match with a brand new player spamming the same move in the corner over and over and over. That's whack.
Yeah,
that's whack. Now I'm not saying there's no way to do it. I'm in no way saying I'm an expert at this game. I'm not saying that.
But we both witnessed one of the downsides to some of the fighting games. Once they get you in the corner, it's hard to get out.
Right, which is not even really fighting. You just found a way to get around.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
but if this was Street Fighter, I would have did uppercut and I would have been out the corner in 2 seconds.
Correct. Yeah. Or if it was Tekken, you could have sidestepped him.
Yep.
But what about King of Fighters? I mean, we have to talk about the top games here.
I don't even want to. King of Fighters is not even in the conversation.
Mike B's not here, so
right. Yeah.
I won't. But the other portion is I think they only added 2 new characters. They have a lot of people coming. They have like 5 coming out with in the DLC. And they always do like a random character. And one of the characters that they said was, I don't know if any of you have watched the show The Boys.
No. Oh no, we haven't watched it.
One of the characters from that show will be in this next. So WB usually does their WB characters.
Yeah.
And then they'll add like a random, because you've had Predator, you've had Alien, you've had Jason, you've had Leatherface. They've done all of these other characters, Kratos for the PS5. So they're in the tradition of giving you a plethora of characters and costumes. That's what Mortal Kombat is about, and fatalities.
So okay, so I'm glad you brought up WB. WWWB. So here's one of my bigger problems with the game. The story mode, generally speaking, in a game should be your main part of your game, right? This story mode in here is a lot of movies, a lot of just cutscenes, and it's just like, bro, y'all don't even make good regular movies. Warner Brothers, y'all don't even make good regular movies. Like, why are you spending all this time and money in a game to try to put some kind of game movie together in this game and call it a story? Like, stop. Like, this is the story. To me, the story mode was whack to me. Like, it was great graphics.
Yeah.
You covering up bullshit with a bunch of good graphics, and that's great, but the gameplay for this game is trash, and the story itself was just like, it's a little corny at times, it's a little cheesy at times.
It was a little bit, yeah.
And it's just like, this is not quality. Like, this ain't Final Fantasy level quality stories, right? And I'm not saying any fighting game has it, but but this, like, you're trying though. You see what I'm saying? It seems like you're trying real hard to make this some kind of cool in-depth story, and it's just like, it's a miss for me. So it's just like, I don't have no desire to even continue the story mode. I don't care.
Yeah, I won't. I mean, yeah, let me be clear. I didn't really love the story from the story mode. I just liked that it had a story mode, because you don't always get that,
especially in fighting games.
Exactly,
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, with a fighting game, that's a rarity. So I did like that it had it, but I will say it wasn't a strong story.
So, like with our Tekken, in the game, it's really no story, but you get a movie outside of it.
You get a little minute clip once you beat the game with that certain character.
Correct,
and that's it. And
that's how that's
like
that franchise.
Cutscene?
That's all we've ever with each character. You get like a 20-second clip.
And I'm okay with cutscenes too, because I like that with Last of Us. Like, I really liked, it was like play, and then you get like a short little movie, play.
Yeah. But I mean, but my thing is, if you're gonna do it, just make sure your story is up to par.
Right? Yeah.
Make sure everything is up to par, and it's something good, and it's something meaningful, and it's something people will enjoy. I did not enjoy the story mode.
So and I'm gonna make this pretty quick. The cameos, that was new. I don't remember that in the last one, where you have like, you can pick a person to go out with you, and they have like a move that you can art one, and they'll come out and they'll do a special move. If you grab somebody, they'll join in the grab with you. If you hit somebody and they go up in the air, they may throw fireballs at them. So that was a cool little concept. To bring back some of the old characters.
It was kind of clunky too, though.
Yeah, at times, yeah, it was.
Like, it was a situation where I was using that function, and my character froze. So it's like, I couldn't even really follow it up with any kind of combo after maybe Scorpion comes out and pops him up in the air or something.
Correct.
Like, I was just frozen. The other thing I didn't like is if I called you out to run out and do something and you hit me, it will make him just go away and not even do his move.
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of whack. This is kind of whack. Like, the fight, it's a fighting game, and the fighting is just so bad. It's the same issue I had with Injustice 2 when we played it and reviewed it.
I forgot about Injustice.
I don't think we did it on the YouTube. I think this is
Injustice is a WB game too.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. And so this is what I kept saying to people. People, oh, you gonna get the new Mortal Kombat? No, man, Mortal Kombat whack. It's been whack. When the last time you played?
23 years ago.
I played 23 years ago. then I tell people, I said, but I played Injustice 2. And they say, oh, well, no, Mortal Kombat different. Mortal Kombat better.
Same mechanics.
It's the same. Like it's the same. Actually, I might have liked Injustice a little bit better because there was more stuff with the environment. You could pick up something. I could pick up this light right here and hit Terrence in the head with it.
So and
you can't do that on here.
Yeah, they've added some other elements in order. I don't remember. And there have been times when you could in Mortal Kombat pick up some stuff and throw it at somebody.
And I'm not trying to get too technical with it because I can't get that technical with it because
it's not a technical game.
Sweeping people from across the screen, uppercutting people from across the screen.
Well, that's what's the name.
Hitting people, and like you could clearly see there's a big gap in between your fist and their face, but the punch still lands.
Yeah. So Johnny Cage is one of his moves from ever, and you know, in the olden days we all knew how to get out of it. Where he does this like electric slide with one leg and it comes across the screen. But watching him, that electric kick, it moved.
Well, I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about a regular uppercut. I'm 5 steps away from you and it lands.
Oh, I didn't never.
Oh yeah, you got to look harder.
So when I did play, I don't ever remember anybody catching us with an uppercut like that. But
it happened multiple times. What I didn't like about it, one, I just don't like that. That's just bad mechanics, right? But 2, when I tried to do it, it wouldn't work.
Oh, so it wouldn't work for you?
No. I would do it too.
Uh-huh.
When I tried to deliberately do it, I couldn't. It wouldn't work. So I'm just like,
so yeah,
bad. So let me tell a little story about the basic gameplay. There is an audience for this. There is an audience for this game. And the people that I know that like this game, these Mortal Kombat games, the Injustice games, are people who are not good at video games.